Alright. Hi. Anyone. Привет. So, I've seen this game a bit. I know some of it, so I wanted to play it myself. I wanted to play it too. That's sounds more natural. And I haven't streamed for a long time. I almost forgot how to do it. Hi, Courtney. Привет, Маш. Привет, Найн. Давно не виделись. Или, по крайней мере, не слышались. How's going, Courtney? Спасибо за хост, за рейд. Привет, Сайрекс. Я только начал. Сто лет не стримил. Как дела? Ты поджидала, да? Давненько. Да, как раз таки я видел, как Найн играл в эту Sunless Sea, Sunless Sky. Только, отрывками я видел. Не заканчивай стрим, пока свой не начнешь. Я последний раз стримил 17 июля. Какой у тебя долгий был стрим? 32 дня. Как дела вообще? Вот именно. Да, очень давно не стримил. Что-то совсем разучился. I feel very grown up today. Huh. What happened, Courtney? It's been a long time. I haven't seen you for a long time. Sorry, I haven't streamed. Разучился быть стримером, да, вообще. Попробуй месяц не постримить. Очень будет непривычно. I've been alright. I've been mostly studying Japanese. I found lots of videos and textbooks and stuff. Nothing exciting. Профессиональные навыки не растерял. Зеленку перед камерой вешаешь, да. Она у меня всегда висит. Я ее не убираю. Я заходил на секунду, видел ты сначала эту бесплатную игру. На Epic Game Story играл, да? Пазл. Он короткий или он тебе не понравился? Ты потом Грис начал играть. Платформер. Коничева. What's up? Коничева, sup. Я видел это. Кстати, как дела, Ваташ? Я видел какой-то мем новый. Типа японцы теперь используют howdy. Английское howdy. Они его переделали. И теперь используют с разными сочетаниями. Как же там было? Я не помню точно. Теперь у них популярно howdy говорить. Прошла, она очень короткая. Стать всех наверх. Как дела, Найн? Сам не стримишь вообще. Really never change. You haven't told me why you feel grown up today. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stoned by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. I haven't talked in English for 32 days. More than a month. I haven't talked in English for a month. So yeah, I'm very rusty. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. Choose a post. Or decide later. Тебя норм? Хорошо. Все, в общем, неплохо, но совсем не хочется. Но я понимаю. У меня как бы никаких проблем не было в последнее время, но... такой пошел стрик подряд, что я не стримлю, и сложно было заставить включить стрим. Страшно. You now lodge in a room above the blind helmsman. Where do you hang your hat in London? Who were you? Who you were before? Street urchin, poet, veteran, ordained priest, a nature philosopher. Educated and articulate, you seek sensation at sea. How lucky you had a legacy to spend, your long-vanished father, and a rich patron, it seems. This will give you a bonus to pages. The skill of trickery and knowledge. I've seen some of this game. Nine Sisters was playing it, but I don't remember much. Let's just poet. Last night I had to have a serious conversation with my, I guess you could say, ex-boyfriend. That was the most serious conversation I've had to have. And it's just made me feel older. I see. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened in your life while I was away for a month. You found a boyfriend and now you lost him. How do you say it properly in English? A wise soul. Experience? You have intuition, and your friend, the sly navigator, is a little vague. He probably knows what he's doing. Perhaps you can find someone better eventually. Talk to navigator to find out where he went to Z. You were a struggling poet, now you're a Z captain. No one was born a Z captain. You're a stranger. Quote has gone. Welcome to the world. I had serious conversations with my ex-boyfriends. How many boyfriends you had? The Z. Under the Z. You've gained 20 echo. Echoes are the currency in a bazaar, thus the currency of London. 25 pages. Esoteric and occasionally practical knowledge. Increase the speed at which you convert fragments to secrets. Too much information at once. I cannot process. You now have a sly navigator. Competent? Probably. Trustworthy? Possibly. Someone is looking for a passage. Okay. And yeah, thanks for coming to the stream. Like immediately. So it feels much easier to stream after a long break. The part where it's confusing, the reason we are taking a step back is because, well, our schedules will be at the end of this month, basically won't have time for each other. I see. Maybe it's for the best. Who knows? All in London. Wolf Stack Dogs. I have a comatose ferret. Mascot. Mostly it's immobile, occasionally it's feral. Blind navigator. What does winning mean to you? Your father's bones. Immortality, fulfillment, wealth, a private kingdom. Locked. You need impossible one. I guess a new game plus. Eternal life sounds like something you would enjoy, and it's sad that the presbyter, the ruler of the elder continent, has lived forever. Unlocked with under the ante of one. Let's maybe choose something different. Gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the Z, write a masterpiece, retire. Become rich or your father bones. Your father was lost at Z. You never knew him, but you have often dreamed of him. Find in return his remains to London. Yeah, that's normal. I guess it's okay for the first playthrough. Full Fathom 5. Find where he fell and bring him home. When you've found your father's bones, you can retire to victory, explore fallen London to find your first clue. Occurrence. Your objective, ambition qualities now find your father's bones. Okay. Oh, last scrap of paperwork. Captain, an irregularity with the Harbour Master's office. They wish to know what term of address they prefer ashore. This will determine what people call you captain. Your captain's gender is up to you. My lord. Perhaps you really do come from a noble family. Okay. So we didn't do it because we don't have feelings anymore. It's very painful, but we have to be realistic. Yeah, that's very grown up. Sounds very grown up. Or you could leave everything behind and run away together to some other country. Maybe Mexico somewhere. Pleasure to welcome you on board, my lord. Yeah, my last piece of advice. Explore. Take chances. This captain will probably die. Disease, hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. Mexico. Yeah, my quest right now is to find my father bones. Eventually I will have quest to find my grandfather bones. Russia. Yeah, it's a good option. Somewhere in Siberia, no one will find you, except for bears. There is no music right now. That's interesting. The trail was cold, but now you have a lead. Mr. John Huffam, editor of the Unexpurgated. That, yeah, I remember this game has a lot of difficult words. Unexpurgated London Gazette. In Russian it's Gazeta. He's published your poetry from time to time. 1 week ago, he casually mentioned that your turn of phrase is very like your father's. Unlocked on memoirs, your past is a poet. Yeah. I have it because I'm a poet. Coffee at Caligula's. Tripaloski. Blog welcomes you, comrade. Tripaloski. Huffam curls his fingers around his steaming cup, a protection against the dank cold of the morning. Oh yes, I knew him. A man of some talent, your father. But he turned that talent to, I love poetry. Goes to writing it, if you understand me. And, as you may know, love poetry draws the attention of a particular power. He glances out of the window. You follow his gaze to where the spires of the Echo Bazaar rise above London. Halfham leans forwards. The masters in the bazaar, he says very quietly, took an interest in your father. So although I lacked him, and although I lack you, I will need something to set against the risk. Bring me news from the sea. Bring Halfham a story, a tale of terror, and the memory of distant shores. He will tell you more that can be found in many places around the sea, or purchased far away in Aurai. A story and a tale of terror, and a memory. On London, deep, dark, and marvelous. All voyages start here, and this is where successful voyages end. Not that we can just run away. He's from Norway, so it's a little more complicated. Oh, you have to meet somewhere in the middle. So between you and Norway, it will be Greenland, Greenlandia, or house in house in English. Yeah, Greenland. It looks like it's in the middle, in the middle between you and Norway. It's perfect place to meet. I have seen news that Trump wants to buy Greenland. Pretty weird news. Your father bones, the next step. Do you have what your contact wants? No. A Marine tutorial. It's idiocy, I guess. London. She's the greatest city on the Undersea. Don't you forget it. I know, me and him talked about it. Adopt a Blemigan Gelevante. Unlocked with no more than 0 Blemigan. What? A Blemigan sits atop a splintered crate, clicking and whistling at captains as they come near. Visit the Admiralty Survey Office. They will pay for information from the captains. Find out what and how. The university. Carouse and Wolfstack Dogs. Привет, Пекс. Поток пошел. Да. Как дела, Пекс? Но эта игра ничего нового. Ты ее, наверное, видел, я уверен. Так себе контент. НФР. ТЗР. Так-сяк. А, вот в нее играл даже. Я понял. Put your ship in dry dock. Offer passage to a tomb colonist. An emigrant will pay to be taken north to Vanderbilt. A new recruit. You need another day. Барыжил камни между городом каменоломни. Выгодно, надо запомнить. Я хоть ее и видел отчасти, но я плохо помню то к чему. An emigrant will pay to be taken north to Vanderbilt. I guess I don't know where is it right now. It's oddly difficult to die and fall in London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to leave, they wrap themselves in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonists. Your crew cart this one aboard in padded coffins. They will sleep there until the journey is done. The tomb colonist is in your hold. Take them north to the colony of Vanderbilt and sell them there. Okay. Story, hold. Игра очень интересная. Ну да, я бы не... Поэтому играю. This is gonna sound so cheesy, but I missed you. Yeah, I missed you too. I was just very afraid to stream. Like, okay, kinda anxiety or something. Значит, говорят, нового ассасина? Что такое асса? Ассасин? Или это что-то другое? All damage, life damage, true damage. А, ты Одиссею установил. Там вроде все DLC вышли, я слышал. Coal dug from the cliffs or imported from hell. Supplies. Tomb colonist. What? No, I don't want to jet his cargo. Invictus token. I'm the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul. You are in unforgiven mode, with no save slots besides the basic autosave. Уже месяц как стоит. Я Sinking City поиграл чуть-чуть, потом забил как-то. Advice for captains. This provides the advice snippet storylet. Sell to remove this advice storylet. Your journal. Objectives and story progress are on the right hand side. Mouse over an icon or click on the category heading to see details. Я помню, ты играла в Unity, да? Не так давно. Unity проходил или перепроходил. Этот Origin про Египет ты играл? Memoirs, objective. Left click and drag to assign officers, or right click to speak to them. Can I speak to Ferret? Speak to. Play with your ferret. Attract its attention. Unlocked when something awaits you is nothing awaits you. Time to leave. Weary roll of the eye. Play that eye roll says play. You played once in the happy warrens of London, before you installed me in this floating coffin and made me eat dried food. Damn your play, it's an eloquent eye roll. You can buy fuel, supplies, ship equipment, and trade goods. Shops are displayed on the left. Yeah, I'm sure my character will die in a few minutes. He won't live for a long time. My current ship. Okay. Click the launch button to leave port. Use WSAD keys to move. Tap W twice to reach max speed. Why there's no sound? Where's the music? Поплыли, да. November 30th. Oh, there's the music. Discovered Bad Stevener's Abyss. 50 fragments gained. Классный квест с 3 сестрами. Не очень хорошо, но и неплохо. Как там мем из Чернобыля сериал? Not great, not awful. I need to go north. Have a passenger. Hunter's Keep. Low Barnet. What's that? Близко живут, вроде в Hunter's Keep. Когда много свободы действия, сразу так сложно начать играть. Такой порог вхождения большой. Как в космических рейнджерах вторых. Там можно много чем заниматься. Но я знаю, я играл, поэтому я знаю, что делать. А если бы в первый раз играть, там довольно сложно. Hunger, terror, disease, wide and dark. Terror is increasing. After a short time at sea, a lamp icon will appear above the logbook. Something awaits you in the port. It means that opportunities await you at the next port. The circle of light is a port. Go there for stories. Almost thought you went on an actual vacation. Yeah. I was afraid to... Yeah, I had a thought that if I go on a vacation, like I will not stream for a week or two, like it's awful. If I make such a long break. But I actually made a very long break, like a month. And I haven't even been on any vacation, I was at home. Just didn't stream. Когда не плывешь и включаешь фонарь, тратишь огонь. В смысле, я поставил паузу. Не плаваешь, включаешь фонарь. Я просто паузу поставил. Но я плыву. Dust echoes even a sepia tint to the air. These are the waters around the tomb colonies. Uh-huh. Wait a second. Take the colonies to Vanderbite. I need to find the city. IRL стримлю. Я насмотрелся, как вот аж GeoGuessr играет. Сам захотел опять. Такая игра странная. GeoGuessr. Что это? Похоже, как будто человек тонет. Что это такое? Или это типа какой-то поплавок? Буйок? Что это такое? Маяк. Буй. GeoGuessr. That's wrong city. Карта генерируется рандомно, но основная часть генерируется примерно в одном диапазоне. Я думал, она одинаковая, то есть особо нет смысла переигрывать много раз. На кружочек. Пока кружочка не вижу. Новую игру запустишь, новая карта. Да, я понял. А, вот этот кружочек. Courtney, have you seen this game before? It's not new, it's like 5 years old. It came out in early access 5 years ago. The trouble with tomb colonists, you've brought this decaying emigrant north, now what? Days of the Shrooms and Roses, the new tomb colonist service vendor bite, shaking her head. It won't do. Won't do at all. Антроскип обязательно загляни, замути с сестрами. Yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of like Victorian England style, but there was some kind of a disaster, and now all the cities are underground. There is some kind of an underground sea or underground ocean, and it's all in 19th century. I had no idea the place would be quite so unprepossessing. Perhaps we can liven it up a little yet. If only I knew a helpful the captain. Bring 10 units of mushroom wine, the vendor bite, and perhaps they will have something for you. You've lost one tomb colonist. Просто истории, моментом ты лутаешь воспоминания, рассказы и прочее. Но в зависимости от них ты можешь дальше продвинуться, и в зависимости от команды своей также влияет железо и прочее. Типа силы и инты при великих кости. Это железо. Сдавать записи в журнал в главный город. Ну да, я примерно понял. Надо просто разыграться. Я в последнее время только в WoW играл. Совсем разучился. Нормальные игры играть. The Tomb Colony... so it was in the right city. Не, классик еще не вышел. Официальный он через неделю. И БФА. Просто актуально играл контент. Там был патч в конце июня. On deck you can hear the sound that 1,000 bandaged dead make as they shuffle and cough. It's something like the world's most restless concert audience, or the world's most plague-ridden cathedral. A 6th specialized collector. Locked. I need to do a lot of stuff to open this quest, I guess. A weak call for help, a dusty glass of wine. Explore vendor bite. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonist stands still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. One building and 3 seems abandoned. Get out. A withered garden. Dead fir trees have carpeted a little park with old brown needles. A little group of tomb colonists stands around another lying on a bench. Unexpectedly, you find yourself reminded of physicians and midwives at a birthing couch. The colonist on the bench is old, withered to sticks, groans horribly. Though fir needles deaden the sound, something moves in his chest, like a sea creature surfacing or a butterfly breaching a cocoon. The other colonists spot you. Close rank around him. Stay back, silkskin. One hisses. This is his breaking out. Your time will come. There is a kind of rapture in her voice. You now have a tale of terror. Recoat, then light a candle. And then light a candle, light another. You gain it 1 terror, new total 3 weary. The fear on the white black Z and the things beyond. Reduce if shore leave, especially in London. When you return to London, after time at Z, your terror will always drop to 50. I know you're sick of hearing my excuses of why I couldn't stream, but the truth why I haven't even attempted this summer is because one of my friends died of cancer in June, and I just didn't want people to not see me at my best. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's very harsh. But yeah, I agree that when you don't feel like at your best, it's better not to stream, because the purpose of stream to make someone else feel better, and if you feel awful yourself, like you'll just feel, it will be pretty pathetic stream if everybody has a bad mood. So yeah, I understand. I'm sorry. That's all for now. You'll find a story when you next make port. You'll receive this from time to time as you travel in the Z. Okay. Пекс, ты, кстати, играл Космические рейнджеры? Тут русскую. Уже старую игру. Provide what you have promised. I don't have it yet. Unlocked with 10 casks of mushroom wine. So I need to keep an eye on wine somewhere. Cask of mushroom wine. Sell. Foxfire candles. I guess I have to write down. I can write down what they buy in this town, for which price. Like make it old school. I have a notebook I used for Darkest Dungeon. I was writing down important stuff in Darkest Dungeon. I'm still here, I'm just writing. I feel so old compared to you now. Why? Candles. Yeah, in spirit I'm like 12. I guess. How much money do I have? Mirrors? Veils? Pages? 70. Однажды я умер из-за нехватки огня. Принес жертву полкоманды. Боги дали мне огонь. Меня съела голодная команда. Неплохо. Нехватки огня? В смысле, горючего?8-bit dashes in completely out of breath. Hi. Hello 8-bit. How's going? I don't know, this summer was just a lot happened. Yeah. I'm glad I have no events at all. I like when nothing changes. Cobwebbed harbors of antique stone, arcade of sighs. Here in the solemn bandaged merchants of the colonies trade old gold coins for brighter things. All them. It's different. I can drop colonists here. I had one, but I lost him. И разные боги есть. Это что типа силы? Глаз инта. Туман инвиз, местная ловкость. Сердце не помню. Да, написано Iron увеличивает урон. Я почитаю. I lived in the house for like 15 minutes and then you decided to reappear. You said you found a job, right? 8-bit. So it's even more difficult to catch a stream. And I wasn't sure I will stream. I didn't write in advance because I wasn't sure. Happy to see you. More like a here. No webcam yet. Maybe it has a job now. I guess it's a secret. What kind of job? Теперь еды. А на еда стоит, походу, как-то дорого. Насколько быстро она тратится. Ты, кстати, ты играл «Космические рейнджеры»? Или нет? You work at like night, so it shouldn't affect us at all. Do you work from home? If you have a job at night and you have to go somewhere at night, that's pretty unusual. Yeah. Она похожа. Я до этого, пока сам не начал играть Sunless Sea, даже не догадывался, что она так похожа. Ну, только про космос. Там даже больше свободы действия, чем тут. Я думаю. Но она мне очень нравится. Я в нее много раз играл. Космические рейнджеры. At McDonald's, but at night you have like a night shift. Davis Bay, there's... Check it out. Да, я видел, как Найн играет Sunless Sky. Немножко видел. I don't see a point where I can drop an anchor. Негде пришвартоваться. Ладно, поплыли обратно. By local, I mean 20 minutes away because the local McDonald's closed since my town is too tiny. Huh. To 20 minutes by car or 20 minutes by on foot? That's a big difference. Скорее всего, ниже. Или это просто какое-то место. Тут нельзя зайти в порт, просто название есть. Где я вообще плаваю? А, вот тут есть картинка якоря. Там не было порта даже, походу. Здесь есть, рядом. This game was begun with some request. Yeah, this game mostly consists of text. I'm not sure about some request. Сестры. Not too late though, doesn't affect my own streams. Typically they're from like 7 to 11. 7 p.m. your time? It's like, what is it my time? 4 a.m.? "20 minutes by car." Yeah, that's 20 minutes by car, so it's pretty far away. On foot, that would be... okay. Except yesterday they were super busy, so I was there from 5 to 12. Oh. Have you seen this game, by the way? Counter skip. It's the advice. I don't have, honestly, I haven't had any important stuff or events happened. I mostly, the first week or the first 10 days I tried to catch on books and different stuff, and I was just anxious to stream. I was trying to read more. Then I played World of Warcraft, and it's super boring in my opinion to stream. And then I found a lot of new stuff about Japanese, like a lot of videos on YouTube, new textbooks, student books, a lot of stuff, a lot of very helpful stuff about Japanese language, and I was watching it non-stop. So that's all. Maybe I will remember something else. The much lamented M. de Meaux found a watery grave long ago. Probably your end will be no better, but if you read this book of invaluable advice, your chances will improve. On endings and beginnings. On exploration. Living game. It was the first game I ever streamed. Ah. I don't remember. Maybe I even seen you stream it, but I forgot. Exploration is the heart of the game. Risk brings reward. Staying close to London is safe, but eventually you will run out of fuel and supplies. Exploring and playing port stores will allow you to find secrets and echoes. Yeah. Speak to your officers to spend secrets on improving your abilities. Spend echoes and equipment in ports. You can often find officers in London. That's just some tutorial. Suppose you weren't there for that. We can blame you. I feel like the first game I saw you stream was Long Dark. About this cold Canada surviving. Feels like this game. The Pro Lump dispels darkness, reduces terror increase, allows you to find the marks. Your engines of course drive the ship forward into the night. Both your Pro Lamp and your engines use fuel. More powerful engine use more fuel, but all lamps use fuel at the same rate. Try not to run out of fuel. Note that the Admiralty will compensate you with fuel for port reports. Toggle lights, I see. I can sail without lights. Use your Z Bat Scout. Technically it's a chiropteroscope, but we're among friends here. I don't know this word. Press Z or click the Z Bat button at the bottom of the screen. That will tell you where the nearest undiscovered island is. Be warned, if you're moving it will give less accurate direction. What else? Fighting. Tourist terror and news stories. First game I saw a bit play was House Flipper. I haven't gotten into too much exciting media while you were away, been too busy with life, but I did binge play the first Danganronpa game. So that was nice. I saw a bit of Danganronpa, just a bit. I didn't want to see spoilers, so yeah, I was trying to avoid it, usually. It looks interesting. Still, it's by the developers of Shibuya Scramble and Escape games, this Escape games. It looks they are all interesting. When your enemy is in the arc of your guns, you will see the firing solution. The glow around the fire buttons increase when it's complete. Let them have it. You can fire early if you like, but may miss. Larger ships may have access to different gun slots. A green glow means your enemy is in the light. Enemy ships also have an arc on their guns. Try to stay out of their way. Enemies beasts will generally try to ram or bite you, and they will submerge between times to avoid your attacks. Be careful and turn your lights off. You may also be able to sneak up behind them and get a shot in first. Sly Navigator. He doesn't even have a name. Z Captain. Look at it, out there. It's not our friend. Don't forget that. Increase your mirrors. Tell me a tale and I will tell you another. The Z is full of stories. Spending a secret will improve your mirrors, but no higher than 50. Mirrors. Detection and perception. The higher your mirrors, the quicker you can find a foreign solution in combat. I have one secret here. What does he seek at Z? Position the Sly Navigator. I do talk nonsense about the Z. I know, but I like it and I like you. The Navigator values sincerity. Ensure your hearts is at least 20 points higher than your mirrors. Hearts inspire, he'll defend. Sometimes help with tests around terror. Hey old game, nice to see you. Yeah, I haven't streamed for a while. How's it going? How have you been? I just started. I've been talking a lot and I played for like 20 minutes. I have seen a bit of the game before and I've played for 20 minutes, that's all. Picarne was in Russian, he was telling me some advice what to do. The icon is very small. I don't know what is drawn, but it looks like a duck or a goose to me. That's the secret. How's it going, old game? How are you? Am I in the port? Wait a second. Yes, I am. Hunter's Keep, yeah. A hump of dark rocks, swathed in mist, like 100 other undersea islands. But here's a grand house, windows aglow. Lawns, impossibly green and lush in the fall starlight. Raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock at the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. I'm good. That's nice. I haven't even spoken in English for a month, so I'm super clumsy. 50 hours, I think I still can't figure out what I'm doing half the time. I chose, like in the beginning you can choose your goal for the game. I chose to find my father's bones. It's here, yeah, your father's bones. Bring Z story, a memory of distant shores, and the tale of terror to Hotham and London. Mariner. I have DLC, by the way. Ah, yeah. That thing you called a goose and the man holding a finger to his face. Yeah, I can see it. Closer now. Makes sense. Grab of lore. Discover monsters and locations to gain fragments. Gain enough fragments that will combine into a secret. Say? It cannot be sold. I don't know essay word actually. Say. Analyze. Test. Unlocked one acquaintance. Journeying with the sisters. You know something of Hunter's Skip. They will have heard your ship coming. Why hide? Walk in the gardens. Take a couple of burly sailors with you, just in case, but the gardens are tranquil as moonlight. Yes, fix. There's no command. You need to guess them. No, I didn't know there was that there was something before this game. I had no idea. So it's this game based on something else. I didn't know. It's a web game. This placement will be as simple as it seems, a very modest challenge. Your Veils quality gives you 75%. Yeah. To spook him. Veils. Speed, stealth, deception decreases the range at which enemies will spot you. Let's present yourself. Pretty good deal of time into fall in London too. That's why I picked up the game. Yeah, I didn't know there was something before this game. Metal. There is heavy. I think there is heavy command. And Betharian has metal. Wow. Yeah, but there is cooldown. Very delayed to the reaction. Heavy metal! Yeah, heavy. As Betharian's command. В этом доме жили 3 сестры. Knock and enter. A maid with smoldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlor, where 3 young women wait. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. Do excuse the intercorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome, I'm Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You're in a good time for lunch. Will you join us? You are acquainted with the sisters. Distant bells. You will find a story when you next make port. 3 маленькие девочки. And service, wow, yeah. Now 8-ball doesn't work. Oh yes. There's a boss command. This one works. 8-ball doesn't work. News. Even when the sisters aren't feeling sociable, they can be tempted out of their lair by the smell of new stories. Unlocked with one recent news. Ships rarely come here, nothing changes. Even the weather. The house is in the heart of the isle. House and the sisters. But Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing's changed at least. We now have one of this, a port report, on to escape. Jump. So 8-bit, is it important to know about full-on London web game? Or you can play this game without it, and it's completely okay. I'll be the tank. Luncheon with the sisters, Cynthia, Lucy or Phoebe. Cynthia is the eldest, melancholy, pensive, occasionally dramatic. Lucy, the middle sister, is sunny, restless, prone to giggle. Phoebe is soft-voiced, watchful, unpredictable. With a machine gun. It's Luncheon with sisters, Cynthia. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Your eyes are wide and blue. Your hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you're sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder, an axe, a net, blood in the scented water. Another chop? Cynthia asks. You have barely touched your food. Here, I will have the maid wrap something up for you. You can be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. Cookie girl. Yeah. No one survived, I guess. Not enough people for boss fights, as always. They share a world lore, not a specific story. You can figure it out as you go. Yeah, it's like this Vampire the Masquerade game I started to play last time I streamed. It has a lot of lore and some books and board games, but I guess it's not so important to know it. Gain the Terror. Gain a Tale of Terror. Now I have to. You've gained 1 supplies. Now I acquainted with the sisters. You've lost 36 hunger. Should I eat manually? Like the hunger is accumulating. Should I press on the supplies manually, or it will be consumed automatically? It was the healer's fault. I've been playing World of Warcraft recently. Remember, you don't like Blizzard that much, old game. There is a classic World of Warcraft server comes out soon, but it will be impossible to play. It takes tons of time, unfortunately, to play properly. You now have the gods with a Z, Soul's Attention. It's watching you if it even exists. Soul's Attention. Навешать кого их? В смысле? Еду нужно есть вручную или на автоматически? It works automatically. Is it even possible to do it manually? I don't know. Навещать. Я понял. Навесить. Навешивать. Кому навесить? I was against. What did she do? Just let me rest. Not receiving visitors. The parlor is empty. Where are the sisters? The maid makes it clear, through a series of unwelcoming growls, that Phoebe, Lucy and Cynthia are all three indisposed. Not lunch today, apparently. I see. Автоматом, да, я понял. Нужно периодически заходить будет. Shipyard. Let's go back to London. We're quiet. Okay, here goes the music. A little gift. The 1 minute long music. Yeah, it's weird, it disappears sometimes. Like there is no sound at all, no ambience or something. A very fine evening to you, Captain. What you might call mentor is very fond of your adventurous sea captains, and he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation, on account of he is so fond of sea captains. And the blind bruiser on the dock stands a dray piled high with fuel and supplies. To make sure you have 15 points of space in the hold or come back later. It would be embarrassing to have to leave it on the dock. Who is this patron? Is there a catch? Too good to be true? He runs a very fine and very liberal establishment just across the river, but is much patronized by sailors and by a man of wheat and vinegar, and public goes, and there is no obligation to speak of. My patron would hope only that you might remember him kindly. I suppose that if the opportunity should arise for you to return his kindness, then I do not imagine he would refuse your offer. Gonna get some dinner. Yeah, enjoy your dinner. I don't know. It's not a very good idea to be in someone's death in the beginning of the game, but maybe it's not so bad. Well, my patron hopes that you find these little gifts to your liking, and he expects that perhaps someday you might choose to call on him at the Medusa's head. So I should avoid and sail past Medusa if I see it. Should that day come, we will make you very welcome and give you and safe conduct what you might require. Good evening to you. You've gained fuel and supplies. And a proposal. A shadowy figure has made you an offer. You now have one menace suspicion. This will increase as you conduct criminal activities or have contact with rough swords. The higher your suspicion, the more fiercely the exercise will search your ship. Excise should be like a police. Mrs. Planty, shipside provisioner. Profitable sideline for the notorious carnival entrepreneurs. I need to find where I can buy mushroom wine. Or get it somewhere. For free. Would be even better. Okay, I can buy it here, but it's pretty expensive. I need 10, I think. I don't have money at all. Hmm. Do you need shroom wine for? I took, in the very beginning, this here in London, I took a quest to transport one kind of a diseased, no, not diseased, some kind of a ill leper guy or something. I transported him to the north, and then he gave me a quest to get some wine, for some reason. So somewhere here might be. Tomb colonist, tomb colonist. Bring wine to vendor bite. Or do you just want a nice glass of wine for your travels? Yeah, my end game goal to have a full cargo of wine, and that's all I need. Find an island and have 40 tons of wine. I don't need anything else. Okay, the journal is much bigger now. Under bites to Conist's quest. And there is no reason to sell fuel or supplies, it's very cheap. Here may catch up with your correspondence. Rest or retire altogether from seafaring life. The Unexpurgated Gazette, the magazine formerly known as the London Magazine, spiteful trumpeter news. The Echo Bazaar, that enigmatic marketplace, has increased its text on love stories. The traitor empress has forbidden signing in the street outside her palace. The anarchists of the Calendar Council have inexplicably dynamited a drinking fountain. The Ministry of Public Decency has located and destroyed a nest of gold blighter wasps. That's all the news. You now have one of these recent news. And you have lost terror. Rest in room above the blight houseman. You don't have the echoes to go out roistering, but stay at home. This will reduce your terror, heal a wound, and give you a restful night. So it's good to reduce terror, right? I guess it's good. Then echo, so it costs 10. Back then is the rare music. That was quick. No, you haven't missed anything, I guess. That was super quick. I also finally started to watch Twin Peaks, this 1990 TV show Twin Peaks by David Lynch. Like, I always heard it's like it's one of the best TV series. And it's a detective mystery TV series, so it's perfect. Dr. Blemigan. What's that? Good at reduced terror, but I don't think pain here specifically is a particularly efficient way of doing it. Terror is easy to gain and hard to lose. Let's see. Now I watched it. It's this director, David Lynch, I mean, he's well known for some indie movies and surreal stories. So it's interesting. It's very well made. It's pretty old, like 30 years old TV series, but it looks very good quality, and it's very mysterious. But sometimes it's so surreal. Some episodes are so weird. Some people may not like it. Like all of a sudden, some kind of a weird stuff going on a screen. You don't know what you're watching. But I like it. So far, I like it. It depends on how it ends. My opinion may change. I also watched a bit of The Mentalist. It's just detective TV series as well. Like a consultant who can read people gestures and mimics what they're thinking. He helps police to solve cases. It's like Lie to Me, this kind of detective TV series. You extend your hand and the Blemigan leaps on. Blemigan, is it a name or it's some? It can be translated. Blemigan. It's a name, I guess. Its tendrils entwine with your fingers, and it chitters quietly. It meets your gaze and pops its dome in greeting. It's very small. Is it old enough for an evil service? You're pretty sure its mustache has been drawn on a pen. In an attempt to look older, as you approach your ship's gangplank, the creature flutes and vibrates with apparent happiness. The bosun winces as you bring it aboard. You now have one of this Blemigan Gallivanter. What a keen little mushroom. It's a mushroom. Let's see. Mushroom, it's a mascot. Like a ferret. It gives 3 mirrors and 2 pages. So weird. Pages, esoteric and occasionally practical knowledge. Increases the speed at which you convert fragments to secrets. Ah, I see. Cook. It suits. The cook profession suits the mushroom. Or gunnery officer. No, it can only be a mascot. Okay. Sorry, ferret. There can be only one mascot. Now I have a mushroom. No, I haven't watched Dead Alive. I still have it. Yeah. Like almost every day, I look at it. I look at the file on my movie folder. But I still haven't watched. I'm guilty, I know. I have a recent news. I should get back to sisters and tell them some news, maybe. And show them my mushroom. Very exciting. Let's go. Mushroom cook to cook the tasty mushroom soups. The only situation when the cook could be inside a pot or a pan, frying pan I mean, and it would be okay. We would need a new cook after that, though. It would be a short-lived role. Yeah. Would it be worth it? I'm not sure. I'm almost hungry. Almost. Yeah, I have news. Knock and wait. You ask the sulphur-eyed maid to carry a few hints of your news to the sisters. Oddly enough, she comes back with a message that their headaches are cured and you're invited to lunch. Miraculously cured. On the surface, the sun still warms the earth, or so one assumes. You no longer have any of this recent news. Let's lunch with someone else? Lucy, maybe? A daft tale. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidentially. A complex story about a butler, a pig, an inheritance. Don't follow all the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends up in an attic, and the butler in a vicar's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently at the window panes. By the time the plum pudding arrives, you're as cheerful as you've been in months. That's all for now. You've lost 5 terror, you're acquainted with the sisters, but something has changed. Gain 1 supplies. You've lost hunger. I know. So this place, you can visit this place just to eat for free, if you have news. You now have the gods of the sea, stone's attention. So it depends on which sister you talk to, you get a different god's attention. Very far away, but perhaps it's watching you. Almost forgot the first movie I recommend for you. You recommended this Swedish movie about vampire. That one I watched pretty quickly. You can recommend something else besides Dead Alive. Maybe I will watch it quicker. Free food is the best part. There is nothing else to do here. There are no shops. Yeah, this game gives you like a wide opportunity of what you can do, what to do. So I'm not sure what to do actually. Just sail around from one port to another, talk to people, tell them some news, eat for free. You're now well provisioned. Try venturing further from London. The risks are greater, but so are the rewards. Let's see. And the life is less than 2 hours long. But you need to be in a mood for a specific movie. Sometimes. Low Barnet. Can't find the way I can drop an anchor. So I'm just sailing around. Must be here. It's not a battle. It says on the map, like there was an anchor icon on the map, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of options in this game, and it really feels like there isn't a clear strategy, so you're kind of free to roam. Yeah, I like this kind of games a lot. I've played. There's a very good, like a masterpiece Russian game, Space Rangers. It's like this, but about space, apparently. It's very good, and it's Russian. One of the good Russian games. It's 12 years old, but I played it many times. Maybe we'll play someday again. Nice title, by the way. You mean few days? A bit advises driving in circles though, that's just being precious fuel. Yeah. I cannot find the way to drop an anchor here. I don't know. The bats cry out, they are nothing like birds. Feed the crew. Yeah. Just imagine you're having this folder titled Courtney's Recommendations and you just sit there on your PC, wait for years until you open it. I had a huge folder of anime and movies on my additional hard driver, but my friend needed it. My friend wanted to reinstall Windows, so I had to delete almost all of my anime I downloaded for the future to watch it, so he could reinstall Windows. I was similarly confused about that marker when I started it, but I don't think anything is there. Yeah, that's weird. Light ship. Its clear, bright beam warms the way. Stick to the crew. They long for news of home. So I can give them recent news instead of sisters. Purchase fuel. They have little spare, but it's twice the usual price. What's the reason to buy it? There's nothing interesting here right now. What about Zeb Mariner? Do you have a DLC? 8-bit? It's DLC, right? About Zeb Marine. How does it work? The tutorial branch will tell you how to make the most of your Zeb Marine. Unlocked when Zeb Marine is... Your ship is capable of Zeb Marine travel. I don't have it. Okay, later. Let's just go somewhere else. I have no idea what I'm doing. You stupidly run out of fuel right before you reach in London. I see. You have encountered an opponent. Oh, that's... yeah. I forgot you can fight in this game. The red arc shows the range of your deck gun. Keep the enemy in range, while your crew works out a firing solution. This will happen fast if you keep the enemy in your pro light. The deck gun will be highlighted as your crew make progress towards a firing solution. Where is it? Gillifleur. Where's my HP, by the way? Ah, hull. I see. Oh, you don't have the DLC. I see. I don't know if it's interesting so far. Maybe DLC is not worth it. The Gillifleur. Is the young jellyfish a lesser subspecies? Do the dreams of jellyfish become real? In any case, now it's a sad slick of goo dissolving into the sea. Give it up. Perhaps you can eat it. Better yet, perhaps your sailors can. What else? Let it disperse. Watch its oil rainbow colors fade. Unlocked when surveyed visages. Unlocked with no more than 0. Should I eat it? Or should I let it go? I'll be back in a minute, by the way. BRB. It's too expensive. Yeah, I have different prices here, so wasn't that expensive. Time for hostile takeover. I'm already here. What if I let it disperse? Face? From above, the jelly-flower's cap does look a little like a woman's face. She dissolves like a smeared paint. We now have a Z story. Strange truths are told in the waves, and what lies beneath. The lies are even stranger. Z story, is it what I was looking for? Yeah, Z story, a memory of distant shores, and a tale of terror. I had a tale of terror, right? From a tomb city. Where is it? This man was just an imposter. Murder him. From this kingdom rightfully belongs to me. Oh. Someone in London requires your services. I had a... Where is it? I had some... Yeah, Tale of Terror. I have it. I even two. A Z story. And what else? Second... A memory of distant shores. I don't have only this one. Whatever this is. Glitterstone Isle. There is some kind of a line on the map. Like everything beyond that here is far away, considered maybe. Western Green's fire. Is it friendly? I hope. Yeah, they don't shoot me. You give up too easily. Yeah, I'm not too smart-witted today. I'll just give up. Field Heaven. By the way, have you tried Sunless Sky? It's kind of the same, right? Just about space. Shepherd Isles. Ship. Lichen. Tendon Stones. Or Lichen. Course, the bearded watchman tells you there are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. Sheep are mostly legal here. No, indeed, it's just the name of the gentleman. Gentleman that found the islands. Greybeard sitting in the village square nods solemnly. No ship, one says. Plenty of tales. Asks anything. For a bit of money, a bit of terror, a picnic at the Stands and Stones. The bearded villagers will sell you mutants, mutton stew and kefir, and stone bottles of cold fresh spring water, and row you over to the stones. Here. Kefir. It's exactly the same in Russian. Just pronounced kefir. Kefir. But I don't like it. Makes takeovers less amusing. That also makes me feel guilty, so I guess you can have your kingdom back and not be beheaded. I'm glad. I guess. Oh yes, my eyes, my yes, there's been going on. What? Скисшее молоко. Привет, Лу. Здорово. Ну, по-русски кефир называется также. Кефир. Я никогда не видел по-английски слово это кефир. Как дела, Лу? Bit is happy with King Thunder's reign. Wouldn't have it any other way. In the bleak light of the fall stars, surface rolling like a porridge pot, up with the roar of steam and flash of fire, 3 widows swimming, windows, tentacles, and then we saw His Highness. There is rather a lot of this material. We now have one port report, Shepherd Isles. День рождения у брата отмечали. Хорошо. Я нормально, ничего так. Давно не стримил, а так нормально все. В WoW играл довольно много. Без стрима. The bearded villagers are happy to talk about the local sites. Well, site. Yeah, it's a member of this distant shores. Like, I can go back to London now. You heard of the Pillar Sea, where Irem lies? Wise men from Irem came here 80 years ago. He planted 3 pillars. They were as big as fingers when I were young. Now they're as you see them. In my son's time, they will be big as dog cranes. That's very interesting. What's that? Unlocked when learning about the sigil-ridden navigator. С Вадом? Не. Я один просто играл периодически. Ну и пару раз с другом старым. Are you going to play WoW Classic? Maybe just a bit. WoW Classic requires like tons of time and communication, so it's not really for me now. Ивент в Вове? Не, ну там я играл последний раз год назад. Там за это время вышло пара патчей. Новые локации, контент. Просто играл. Ну, я вообще периодически играю в WoW. А классик это выйдет сейчас через неделю. Сервер с патчем 2006 года. Типичная новая лига. Ну, почти. Новый контент. Наслышан об обновлениях к зиме, что-то новое выпустят, походу. Ну да, PoE часто обновляют. В отличие от Diablo. I, let me guide your ship. I know all the Z. How it was, how it will be. Please. Headaches only stop when I'm working. The navigator is the first officer who increases mirrors and veils. More reliably at the shepherd isle. So I can hire some kind of navigator here if I have enough echo and I don't have my navigator. I have always had a desire to see Frostfound, the place where the Z rises to become a castle, the place where questions and riddles do battle the truth for truth. He sighs dreamily, but he is watching you carefully. Yes, Frostfound. Frostfound can be found in the very north of the Z. Frostfound. Should I spend secret for mirrors? Is it a good idea? Increase mirrors right now. Играю мелкие груди, типа 2D. Крея, я, по-моему, видел в Стиме, да, ты в нее играл. Я в магазине видел. Она похожа на Террарию, да, с виду. По крайней мере, с виду, как Террария. I've never played WoW. I was thinking about it, but I know absolutely nothing about it. It's very special game. I played because of like mostly nostalgia. I played WoW. It's 16. It's almost like 15-year-old game now. It's pretty old, and it's MMORPG. So I played WoW when I was 10 years old. So super nostalgic. I just play because of that mostly, and some story. So I do not recommend anyone new to play it. It's very outdated. But I know you like retro games, but WoW, Warcraft is not enough retro as well. Somewhere in the middle. I'm not sure you would enjoy it. И да, но сравнить не смогу, так как играл только в Крея. Но она тоже, типа, нужно копать, крафтить, ресурсы добывать, что-нибудь делать. Или она просто похожа с виду. Майнкрафт 2D с крафтом, шмотом, оружием. Ну, туда как Террария, да. Я немного играл в Террарию, чуть-чуть. Там очень много патчей выходило, там контента куча. В Террарии. I just remembered you asked me a question. No, I haven't played Sunless Skies. Oh. So you have still a lot of stuff to do. If you like Sunless Sea, Sunless Sky should be good for you as well. It's on my wishlist, but I just haven't gotten around it. Yeah, there are so many games now. Let's spend it maybe. Yeah, just one mirror. Not much. The navigator likes to talk about the Z. He has long opinions on its beauties, its dangers, its salinity, its depth and the contents and the rest. Every other sentence starts the Z, 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 Z. After a while you reach the point of semantic citation. The word Z means no more to you than the word Zop, but you seem to have learned something. Okay. Now I know what to do for a while. I need to go back to London because I have enough tales to tell. And I can go up to the north someday, find this Frostfound or something. Играю не один, так что не скучно. Я понял. Still piecing together the lore of Sunless Sea. Trying to make strategic progress on that, so I'm not quite ready to move on to the next game. That's good. I'm guilty of doing it wrong. Changing games too quickly. And again, no music. Yeah, I could altogether just maybe turn off the in-game music and turn on some ambient, maybe. But if you turn on the music from somewhere else, your sound gets banned later. Or I can open a Sunless Sea soundtrack on YouTube and like make a loop of it so it plays non-stop. Collect messages from the Harbor Master. Oh, the clutter and song of the dockside. It soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? Unlocked with terror no more than 50. Unlocked on favors. A proposal from a man of business is... You accepted the proposal. You agreed to smuggle souls from London to mounts in Palmerston. Let's see. Something has changed in the Nith. Another daytime, the healer. Your time at Z will change you and London. Someone wants to sign on. The blind bruiser returns to business on the dock. Good evening, my lord, and what a marvelous evening it is. If you don't mind my saying so, and given it's my impression, you're an obliging sort, I imagine you will not mind at all. And since you are very obliging, perhaps you wouldn't mind making a little detour via Mount Palmerston with a few articles of cargo. So, accidentally I became a smuggler, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately. If you happen to be in the area, the cheery man will, of course, cover your expenses for this trifling inconvenience. You will need at least 1 unit of space, yeah. There's another task you could perform with that. I see you're a Heston. Perhaps you find Mount Palmerston unbearable. And who could blame you? Well, you have the vinegar. There's another matter which you might be able to assist me. There is only one problem. I don't know where the mountain is. No idea. Let's accept it. Brilliant souls. Muggle souls. If you would be so kind to deliver this little gift to our friends in Mountain Palmerston, then they will see we get to hear about it. And when you come back, we will cover your expenses. Bon voyage, as my aunt, who was French by birth, if not by inclination, used to like to say. Boom. Palmerston is generally somewhere northeast London. Northeast. Чекни Steam. Что-то подарил любимому стримеру. Under Dread. Хоррор-игра первого лица. Спасибо. Спасибо за подарок. Посмотрим, что это. Для хорроров нужно вебку включать. Это уже очень продвинутый шаг. Это какая-то рандомная игра, или ты ее знаешь? Under Dread. За 15 рублей. В списке желаний. Когда я умудрился ее засунуть в список желаний? Она похожа на амнезию по описанию. Ору. Придется играть. 15 рублей. Просто так не пропадут. Ну, попозже немножко. Хоррор и приключения с богатым сюжетом. Уникальная музыка для каждой локации. Я понял. Звучит мощно. Palmerston is one of my preferred locations to visit. Bit out of the way, but always welcome an excuse to go there. So it has a lot of stuff, a lot of interesting stuff. Consider a specialist surgeon. I guess I need to get as many officers as I can, because there is no penalty if you have officers. It's only for good. I need to look for crew. She's staying at a respectable boarding house near the docks and has made it known that she is available for work. Her talents can be well employed, but okay, I just need money. Мощная игра для мощного стримера, да. Надо только стримить чаще, чем раз в полгода. Agree to carry the August travel writer to Guider's Morn. He's prepared to pay handsomely for transport, and is keen to commission your ship specifically. Okay. The August travel writer shakes your hand. His grip is distressingly strong. Thank you. His Guider's Morn, I'm bound for first, he says. I hear they hurries over to your stoker, who's carrying his steamer trunk up the gangplank. No need to trouble yourself, give it here. Remember, my lord, Guider's Morn. I'll pay you 150 echoes when you arrive. Notable stories seem to turn up where the August traveler writer goes. Welcome. Someone in London requires your service. I don't enjoy talking with the inhabitants. So if some kind of smugglers ask me to go there, it might be like a black market or pirate den. What is this place? We will see. The Rose Market caters to collectors and eccentrics, anyone with exotic tastes and the gumption to harass the captains. Escort some interested acquaintances to the Rose Market. This will usher in a new day at the Rose Market and perhaps new buyers. I'm not sure I need. He wants news to cover his costs and risks. Frankly, his price is not high. If the masters and the bazaar really are involved, but Halfham has a generous soul, you should at least pay for the coffee. I have enough, I guess. This time Halfham is waiting in a shadowed nook by the kitchen, half hidden beneath a pile of manuscripts. Your father, he whispers, was surrendered to the postal service. Yes, it's undignified, although the postmen of London are honorable and tenacious. The package should have found its way back to the bazaar, but something went wrong. He leans forward. The package is in Nuncio. Nuncio, the island where postmen go when they have seen too much. The island of letters not only dead but buried. Nuncio. The master's ally addressed the package. Halfham adds, to Mr. Voluminous, written the wrong dwarf. He's already gathering his manuscripts to go. Good luck. And one piece of advice. Be courteous to the powers in the deep sea. You never know when you might benefit. Find Nuncio somewhere in the central or eastern undersea to continue. That's not specific. There are a few bandit criminal islands, but that's not what Palmerstone is. I see. They will pay for information from the captains, find out what and how. The university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets. These specimens and other tidbits of esoteric lore provide a secret to prove yourself worthy of entry. That's a lot of stuff. New recruit. Someone wants to sign on. On later visits, different officers will sometimes be available. If there is more than one choice, you can choose one per visit. Engage an officer, the sigil-ridden navigator. I cannot, I don't have money. Engage a sailor. What desperate desire has led this one to sign on? Who cares? They are very keen. Consequently, they are cheap. This will simply increase your crew by 1. Crew, how many sailors do you have aboard? 8 out of 10. They come, they go. May this one live a little longer. I guess I need to maintain enough crew. Now that I'm thinking about it, like a lot of the islands in this game, Palmerstone is probably lower on my favorites list than I initially thought. I see. Oh, papers. The Echo Bazaar, that enigmatic marketplace, has increased its tax on love stories. That's the same. The same. Okay. I can sell your captain's handbook for a nice sum of cash to help start the game off. I guess there is nothing important there left in this book anymore. Yeah, thanks. We've been 7 port reports. I guess not. It's here. Is it this one? Admiralty? Or something else? Or maybe just shop. Port report, Hunter's Keep, and Shepherd Isles. Maybe just like that. It cannot be sold. Yeah. Admiralty. How's it pronounced? Admiralty.
Admiralty.
Admiralty. In Russian it's Admirалтейство. Almost. Admirалтейство. Admiralty. The same word, just pronounced differently. I trust the sisters are keeping well. They are citizens of Her Enduring Majesty notionally. You no longer have any of this. You've gained 5 echo. A major point. You said it's a major point. It's 5. Not much. I have a favors, Admiralty favor. You have done service with the Admiralty, and they won't forget it. Port reports are kind of the main way of making cash, so you should probably do that. Yeah, I see. That's important. Your visit to Hunter's Keep has been confirmed by the Admiralty. You gain a feel. That's good. Shepherd Isles, submit as fact. Iris challenge. 18%. I watched the Ukrainian film called The Tribe. Lou is from Ukraine. By the way, he was here a minute ago. The tribe. Let me Google it. Кортни спрашивает, она смотрела какой-то фильм. Он называется «Племя». Зашибись, ссылка. И открыть нельзя. Lou hasn't heard about it. No, Courtney, I guess I don't know. You mean this 2014 tribe? About a boarding school for deaf. No, I don't know it. Did you like it? Also, you can pick up a port report again when you revisit an island. So you can kind of abuse it. You can visit islands. How many times you can visit and sell it? Like every time? Написано, что это драма-криминал. Хотя по постеру, да, эротичный. Но, видимо, такой инди-фильм. Как они называются? Со смыслом. We'll hear some peculiar tales in that place. Your Wales quality gives you 18% chance. That's super low. There was a mission in WoW, like right now in Warcraft, you can. There is a part of content where you have like your followers in Warcraft, in World of Warcraft, and you can send them like a few times a day. You can send your followers to perform missions to get some loot and some good stuff. There was a 97% chance to win something very good, a lot of money, and I failed it. I had 97% chance and I failed the mission. I have an 18% here. I shouldn't try it. Shepherd Isles. Submit as unsubstantiated hearsay. We do hear some unlikely tales of the place. Ask if there is anything in particular they need. На любителя. The ending was really shocking. Who is that? Shock me, I really like. I see. I see. It's not an abuse of the system, that's the whole point. Infinite times? Well, some of them end, I think, but those are tied to story stuff. I'm not destined to become a professional gambler. So... I just, like, to me it makes sense, like, you discover the place for the first time. Like, they pay you money. I thought they pay you money for discovering something for the first time. But I guess you just give them back the report that this place still exists. Or you bring some news from the place. That makes sense. I agree. It does seem implausible. So many of the stories from that place do. Still, there is a little gold of truth in the mud of rumor. From time to time, your payment, my lord. By the way, I was in the north, Tomb City, and I didn't get a report for some reason. I missed it. Okay. Unlocked one objective, and Admiralty commission is... Sport. Speak to our agent there and return. We will see that you are rewarded. Visit the port below and return to London. You can check the details in your journal at any time. Retrieve strategic information from the Iron and Misery Company Fungin Station. somewhere not far from home waters. I would offer to take him to Kazina, but I haven't been in like 3 years. I've never been to Kazina. I guess I know only how to play roulette, or what's it called? Like when you bet on a number and like there is some kind of a ball just runs around. You're lucky you win. They don't have internet. Can't just instant messages on the island's inhabitants to check up on them. I see. The most important question, actually. The most important question. Are there missions with time limit? I have picked up a few quests. Like, I need to go to mountain, bring some souls. I need to transport someone to some other city. Isn't there a time limit to do that? Or I can do it later. Я решил все слить. Casino says scams. Yeah. It's going to be hard for him to stream if he's living on the streets due to losing all his money gambling. Some people stream gambling. Some missions have time limits, I see. Objectives. Menaces, memoirs, fevers. It doesn't say there is a time limit. The most I can do is teach you how to play cards. I don't know how the machines work anymore. В доту после 1 сентября. But other than the smuggling stuff, I think most of them you can pick up and put down whenever. I see. So, where was the mountain? Northeast? Maybe here? Shouldn't be too far away, right? Though the map is... Oh. A soul, that's a creepy picture. Great, I need to write down where the mountain is next time they tell me. I already forgot. Maybe this blind bruiser request isn't, but I remember running into trouble with that in the past. Immortal на Рике за 80 рублей. Я раньше, когда Team Fortress только вышел, я в него много играл. Там только начали появляться предметы. И я довольно много напродавал из Team Fortress предметов. No, thanks for help. Yeah, I usually don't mind. I actually usually ask for help. Northeast, yeah. Let's eat for free again. Reconnoiter. That's a difficult word. Reconnoiter. That's totally French. Reconnoiter. Noiter. 10 баксов на КС друг другом. И купив его, окупились в разы больше. Потом я начал заниматься трейдингом. Затем ставками. Ну ты вообще продвинутый, я помню. Whatever happened to that watching stuff on stream? I mean, when in May I wanted to watch movies on stream or read books. Yeah, I don't know. Some people still stream movies on Twitch, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It's totally illegal. It's copyright infringement or impingement. It's illegal. I'm not sure about it. I will think later. Let's launch with Phoebe. Phoebe has a story to tell of two lovers parted by water, of a raven that carried messages, of a fragment of the moon. She bates time on the tables as she speaks, as if to a song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attention drifts out through the skylight of the dining room to the fall stars glittering in the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore. The Untersee shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens on black velvet. Ships bob like wood chips between the islands. Vast spine things pulse in the depths. There is a scent like the scent before a storm. The storm came, says Phoebe quietly. Everything changed. Somewhere in there, you finished the last course. The scowling maid reluctantly serves cheese and Bath Oliver biscuits. You now have one memory of distant shores. Okay. Lost supplies, lost hunger, lost terror. You now have the gods of the sea, Storm's attention. Okay. Let's go to northeast. What? There is an enemy? Ah, bat swarm. Oh, I forgot to fix the hull. Fail. Купил рандомный аккаунт с игрой на левом сайте. Там аккаунт с Dota инвентарем был на 7 баксов. Неплохо. Окупился. What about Russian movies? You mean if I watch Russian movies on stream? That's even more illegal. Like, there is more chance to get banned if I watch something Russian. Because I am in Russia right now. За 10 баксов выпал сет на легионку. The mere touch leaves you shuddering. This will slightly reduce terror. Gather up the corpses. An orthodox diet. Those little bones are troublesome, and the flesh are a little gamey, but salt them well enough, and they are quite edible. Oh, you're Russian. But that's just in theory. So far, everyone I followed on Twitch, like every streamers who watched movies on Twitch, they are not banned. Like, there are still a few people I follow and they watch anime every week. Okay, there is one guy, he watches Naruto every week now. He wants to watch the whole TV series for a year, like. He's not getting banned so far. So I guess I could stream it, but maybe later. You've gained 1 supplies, you've gained 1 terra. Yeah. Not the best food. I need to fix my ship next time. There is a mist. There's something here. Small for an island. Да, наверное, играл в нее. Он как-то в нее играл. I wonder how you capture a movie inside a video game. It's super simple. There is a window capture option. Just capture in any window, like a folder on your PC or browser, like anything. You need to have, for example, the movie on your PC downloaded. You just capture in a player, video player in the soul. Some people watch online. There are websites you can watch anime online. They stream websites. There are options. It's not difficult. Just illegal, but easy. Very easy, but illegal. Speak to the crew. Light ship. It's the same. It's the same light ship like near the London. Doesn't have anything interesting. Let's go. Is it an enemy? What's the ship? Pirate yeah, pirate. Pirate doesn't sound friendly. Title. He has 90 health. I have 50. But I am in the mist. I have advantage. He doesn't see me. Yeah, a bit of cheating. Okay, I'm just missing. This ship should have a lot of loot. So when it's green, it's... Okay. When it's green, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that we'll shoot, definitely. It still can miss. Okay. The pirate frigate appears to be having some issues with navigation. Yeah, I'm very lucky. It got stuck. Kind of a cheat, but not my fault. I found a glitch in the game. The ship is yours. What will you do with her? Load and scuttle. That's all I can. Dear pirates, sailing into the rocks is not an effective evasive strategy. I just remembered, there is a game called Sid Meier's Pirates. I guess by the same developer, the game designer who made Civilization. There's an old Sid Meier's Pirates game, very old, like beginning of 90s. And there is a remake, which is also pretty old now. Remake was made in 2004, like 15 years ago. It's so good. It's such a good game, like a pirate simulator. Play it. I'm sure they're totally unrelated. That's two different game designers, but they both have name Sid Meier. That's just a coincidence. There is something at the back of the hold. You have finished opening the cache of curiosities. Just one supply and one fuel, that's all? That's not much. A stout crate. Crates, the source of sustenance. The fundamental element of cargo. Coke, like coal, but more so. As the Department of Infernal Rarefactions would have it. Just one fuel? That's not worth it. At all. If the ship wouldn't have been stuck, they would totally destroy me. I guess Z bat option is for free, so I'm just spamming it. I also picked up Heroes of Might and Magic 5 while you were away. Haven't touched it just yet though. It's, by the way, did you know it's a Russian game? It's very good. Your Z-Bat has discovered something. Click on the message to mark the location. Where is the message? There is some kind of vortex. What's that? Have you played other Heroes of Might and Magic games? Or it's the first one? It's a very special game. Not everyone would like it. I was getting sad waiting for Songs of Conquest to come out next year. Needed a game to fill that void for the meantime. Songs of Conquest. You mentioned before. Classic adventure strategy. Looks cool. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, it looks like Might and Magic. I've seen it. I've played the first two Heroes of Might and Magic games a bit, mainly the second one. My uncle, and even my father. It's the only game I guess my father played. Heroes of Might and Magic. My uncle played a lot, a long time ago. But I was too small, too young to play it. I was trying to play it, but I was just super young. Like 5 years old, and I couldn't do anything. But yeah, I played all of them now. I haven't finished all the campaigns, but I've tried all of Heroes of Might and Magic games at least. It's super popular in Russia, like a cult game. Almost everyone's favorite game. Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the third one. Many people will tell you it's their favorite game. Sure. 5-year-old me. Great, I just damaged the hull accidentally. There is some kind of a enemy ship, or what's that? Down around. Да, музыка, наверное. Другая территория немножко. Chapel of Lights. That is not what I was looking for, but anyway. 30 faithful gather in the shadows between the many candles. A bell tolls in the chapel tower. Correct iron laughter. Beware, the isle is full of voices. Unlocked with hunger. The smiling priest unlocks the door of the storehouse for you. Here, he says, eat, but take nothing away with you. You need Menace, Nightmare, Strength 1. Unaccountably peckish. Give a nightmare to the well. This will reduce your nightmare strength, but also scar you permanently and increase your wounds by 1. But yeah, Might and Magic, I guess many people consider it the third to be the best. The second is also good, but yeah, it came out before the third, so when there were, you know, it's good. Second and the third, they are good. People don't like 4, but I like it. It's different, but not many people like the 4th one. But it has the best music, and it continues the story of the 3rd one. There are the same characters. 5 is good, and it's a Russian game. 6 is not so good, usually. 7 is better than 6. But on start it had so many glitches. All the missions were unplayable. There is also... a few days ago there was announced King's Bounty 2. Like some Russian developers making a new King's Bounty game. By the way, King's Bounty, the first one, it almost like Might and Magic, almost the same. Gather intelligence. Attend the service at chapel. The great bell tolls, the few and ragged faithful gather for Saint Arthur's lesson. 5 supplies. Isn't it too much? 5 supplies. Almost forgot that you've seen pictures of me as a little kid. Jeez, I'm getting old. Is it worth it? Attend the service at the chapel. 5 supplies. It's kind of a lot. So have you played King's Bounty? Sorry if I asked before, but I forget sometimes. King's Bounty. King's Bounty is the first King's Bounty game, like 1991. It came out before Might and Magic. It's what Heroes of Might and Magic is made. It's based on King's Bounty. Like it's an ancestor of Heroes of Might and Magic. It's exactly the same. Like the first, yeah, you got it. It was made to like King's Bounty. And after many years, some Russian company developers got rights a license to make King's Bounty games. And in 2006 or 7, around Heroes of Might and Magic 5 came out, they made a remake of King's Bounty. It's almost like Heroes of Might and Magic, almost the same. Russians, like people in Russia, Russians like this kind of strategy games. There's also Disciples. Russians also made the Disciples, the third Disciples game. It also looks a lot like Heroes of Might and Magic. There are a lot of Russian games which looks like Might and Magic. Yeah, sorry for poor English. I haven't talked for in a month, like, and I get tired already. It's 3 a.m. A smiling priest is a red cassock stands in the chapel. The congregation are a shadow of light. They come and go in little ships, and it's strangely difficult to count them. Perhaps some of them are imaginary. Still, you know the name of the ship or two. Let's eat. They have shark steaks plucked from the sea, thin slices of cavern tuna, translucent and delicate as paper, little crimson cakes flavored with cinnamon and coated with poppy seeds, beveled pork kidneys on crusty bread. Gorge yourself, live with the juices dripping from your chin. You now have one menaces, unaccountably peckish. You have the cannibal taint. I see. So that the cannibals live here, I guess. Great. Like any Russian movies. There are some good ones. But I haven't watched a lot of Russian movies, really. There are a lot of USSR movies. There are a lot of good Soviet movies, like pretty old ones. This is 8-Bit's new home. I'm moving to Chapel of Light. It's 5 supplies, but let's maybe risk it. I don't understand what it means. What does it mean? But I need to check it out. Don't care about the cannibalism. They got poppy seeds, it's worth it. So, 8-Bit, do you know this game? Disciples. It has a few expansions. I don't remember which one is this. It's also like Heroes of Might and Magic, almost the same. But it has some issues. Can people watch them internationally? Haven't seen this either. It's learning so much. So the first and the second Disciples, I think, are American. They made in America, in USA, and then some Russian developers bought license, and they made Disciples 3. The second Disciples doesn't look much like Might and Magic. It's different, but the last one, the third Disciples, it's almost like Might and Magic. The only problem, it had a lot of glitches and bugs, but now it's fixed. The problem, there is some balance problems with enemies. Sometimes they are difficult, and the game is super slow. The battles are super slow. It takes too much time to play it. You will have to play for 200 hours. It's nice game if you have tons of hours. If you like to play slow. If you're not patient, if you don't have much time, you want to play something quick, that's not good. It's a very long game, but it's like Might and Magic. And King's Bounty is the same. It's just funny, they announced a new King's Bounty yesterday, after so many years. That's, for example, a expansion for King's Bounty. It has good reviews. I guess another problem is bad translation from English into Russian. Maybe there is pretty poor translation in English. Next on her, Earl Grey tea and Japanese lemon cake, while she listens to Professor Flint lecture about the world of strategy games. There are only 3 games. But yeah, Courtney, you... I don't know about Netflix or some other subscriptions, like HBO or Amazon. I guess there are some movies you can watch there. Ishkaira told me he was watching a movie about astronauts, like a USSR astronaut when they had an accident in space. It's a Russian movie, came out 2 years ago. He was watching it on Netflix or somewhere. It's pretty good. But yeah, most of the movies from Russia you can watch online on some free websites. There are some on YouTube even. A Russian movie company, they uploaded Tarantino previous movie, Hateful Eight. It's available on YouTube in the best quality for free, but in Russian. So there are some movies you can watch on YouTube even. That's 2 more than I knew about 15 minutes ago. That's good. While I was telling you about new games, let's... wait a second. There is also Space Rangers. This is the one. This is the game I was talking about earlier. It's like Sunless Sea. The same type of game. It's very good. Maybe has a poor translation, but it's very good. I was talking about it earlier. It wasn't available on Steam before, now it has like a HD remaster. Okay, let's attend the service. Oh yes, the priest says, smiling. The drowned man hums tonight. His song like fish row clouds the water. He waits for the congregation's ascent. We will feel him in the harps of us, and if his tune is caught it will be raised to the sky, where the bright birds pass. Even the congregation crowd like birds, and the cries rattle away into the rafters. And the air hangs sultry, and the gods no longer frown. At the end of the service, you leave your lips still wet and your stomach filled with secrets. You could grow rich in this diet if you leave. You succeeded in the page challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. I guess because I'm a poet, have lots of pages. You've gained 1 secret, you've lost 5 supplies, that's a lot. You've gained 10 terror. You now have Saint Arthur's Lesson and Memoirs. You have heard the priest's words, seen his smile of red and white. And the second menace. Great. Reject what you have learned. You need a lot of heart. Turn aside. These lessons leave you a red taste in you. But it won't be easy to free yourself from that redness. I guess that was a poor choice. Now I have a problem. So I can change my officers from time to time when I need some special attribute. For example, if I have a mission quest here which requires hearts, so I can change mushroom to or ferret to get more hearts immediately. Can I talk to the mushroom? Chase your Blemigan from the engine room. Gusts of laughter sound from within. Your crew might be happy, but they're not working. A fleeting approximation of the sailor's shanty stops the moment you enter. Engineers glance sheepishly at you, pointedly looking away from the coolant fire. The Blemigan perches on someone's shoulder, curled tight on the small ball. It waves at Andrew meekly when brought it. Oh yeah, Courtney. There are some good movies. There are some good Russian movies based on classic literature. Like, there are a few good movies based on Bulgakov books written in the beginning of 20th century. There are some good movies based on Tolstoy or Dostoevsky. Some classic literature. And I know some good comedy movies from USSR. Especially you like retro stuff, so there are a few good movies from 60s and 70s, like 50 years ago. A good comedy movie. It's even should be available on YouTube. But I don't know about English subtitles. I can check it out if you will be interested. What is this thing below? It doesn't seem friendly. What is that? Discovered Mountain Nobot, the black glass mountain that eats ships. Yeah, I was right, it's not friendly. Okay. It has 1000 health. No, thanks. I don't want to fight it. I haven't watched something in a good while. I will check out this a few old movies I consider to be good. If you can watch them on YouTube, for example. So it's you don't have to do anything illegal. I would say drive the opposite direction of the boat eating mountain. Another solid pro tip. I got it. It's a good idea. That is something else. That's something different. What is that? Liveberg, another mountain. Nope, nope. Great. Half of my HP. Let's go away. I guess that's the end of the game. Maybe not. It has an unpredictable behavior, right? I don't know. No. Full power to the engines. Let's go. Let's go quicker. Can I? occasionally explode. Can I turn off the power? Temperature is 300 Fahrenheit. Great. It's clear. There's something else here. What's that? Too much terror. This is one quick game. I'm lucky I'm... Oh no, another mountain. What is that? What's this? I will not check it out. Haven't watched international movies in I don't know how long. Yeah, for me all the movies I watch are international, I guess. All these English TV shows are international. I should get back to some port. Slightly reduced terror. Yeah, very slightly. Just one. There's typically a lot of untimely deaths in this game before you can successfully not die to everything. Yeah. I knew about it. Like, you can die easily. And you will have the second captain. You've lost a crew member. Lose too many and your speed will be reduced. Lose them all and you will die. Okay. Seems legit. Terror was hard to get rid of. I didn't have any terror in the beginning, so I wasn't sure. It's so awful. I don't have what I promised. I promised to get wine to this guy. He looks like me, actually. I chose the same portrait. Unlocked with terror. Yeah, I have enough. And 50 echo. Vendor bite is not the most promising place for shore leave. Too much decay, too little light, too many bandaged walking corpses. Few companions of easy virtue. No cinnamon, no recent newspapers, very little pickled cave herring. I was trying to finish this quest, Blind Bruiser, but I couldn't find the mountain. Yeah, Mountain Palmerstone, I didn't find it. It has never known the tender touch of the Imperial Customs stamp. Consequently, it cannot be sold in the open market, and you'd better not be caught with it. Maybe that's why I should give it away quickly, because I can be caught by the police or something. I guess he will blend right in the vendor bite then. Yeah, I'm a walking corpse. I just realized today that the vendor bite does not in fact have an L in its name, and I think I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Like blight. Yeah. It makes sense, blight? Like a disease or plague? Vendor bite? I don't know. They sell fuel and supplies, but isn't it a bit... I don't know the prices so far. I don't know the prices well, but 30 echo for one supply seems a bit too much. I have no choice to retreat to London, yeah. The image of a long-snouted reptile god still stands in the temple, but now storytellers gather here. I can sell the memory of distant shores. Doom colonists. Yep, last time I forgot to do it. Explore the Vinderbite. In the white space behind the Hollow Temple, you happen across a stepped platform of swords. 4 statues guarded, marked with glyphs, all but lost to time and idle vandalism. They look a little like the glyphs that decorate the Echo Bazaar in London, though. At the heart of the platform is a long field well shoved to. You poke about briefly, but something in the place makes you uneasy. A frostmouth, the size of a farmer's hand, flutters down to perch on the well's edge. Another, a third, you retreat. I lost fragments, and I got terror. Visit the first curator. Gather gossip. Along the coast of the Untersee, it's remarkably hard to die. I think it's easy. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists, settle here in bandaged peace. They don't give up their ties to home, or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. The captain's the first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London. Like all the oldest tomb colonists, the even tomb colonists dissolve. In the end, it's time to close. No more light. The obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz. In the latest ivory tube, there is no other source of light. A bandaged shape no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Unlocked with no more than 0 the Nef bow. Listen to the whispered request. The captain, silk skin. Not much left of me. I will go. Then the grand sanatorium. Bring me colors. 7 colors. Pay well. Ask about sanatorium. Oh, silkskin. You don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below. Not unless we go to Z. So we needed something else. Somewhere to end. Cosma gone. Iriga. Paladin steward. Has least find them here and there across the wide black Z. That's... I guess not so difficult quest. It collapses, rustling back onto a couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished in a little the audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the obsequious steward knows. The book? Yes, the book. He hands you a slim, illustrated volume. The curator's old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do it this one last favor. One of this, a page from the Nifbo. Okay. I guess I cannot fix the hull here. Curiosities. This was the quest I was excited about, but never figured how to really progress. This is true the majority of quests. Awakes Posian or Epochian, the blue of memory, and brightest coral. Sea lights Cosmogon, the color of remembered suns. Weekend defeated the fungal that flourish in the glow of Cosmogon. Cosmogon, I guess. Alright, that's for later. It's been 3 hours. That's okay stream for such a long break. So thanks 8-bit, thank you Courtney for hanging out. Sorry I haven't streamed for so long. So I'm very glad still you still didn't abandon me because of that. Okay, saving game. I can leave. So, thank you for hanging out. I will try not to disappear. You know. Sorry for talking your ear off. No. Thanks for talking. I will try to find a good movie for you. Спасибо, Пекс, что посидел. Помог в начале. Да, прикольная игра. It's lovely getting to talk to you again after all this time. Yeah. See you later. Потом, который убил, донат пропустил. See you later. Have a good night.